Hi, good time zone, everyone. Happy Sunday. It's me. I'm Sam. Actor, writer, streamer, comedian, world's greatest detective. But that's for tomorrow. Today, I'm an Eldritch Fisherman. We are playing Dredge. That's in the video. That's in the Twitch stream description. Is that what we call it? Whatever. Specifically, we're doing the Iron Rig, which is the most recent DLC. I think it just came out maybe a month ago. Title. Yes, that's what we call it. Title. So we're gonna dive on into it. As always, words don't come easily to me, which isn't a great thing for a writer slash streamer to struggle with. Good news, highlights from the week, things that are bringing you joy. Always welcome in the chat. Let's hop on over and play some Dredge. So, as we load on in, according to... Ooh, apple picking. That sounds so fun. Oh my god, it's fall. Jeez, it really did strike me that it is fully fall until you mentioned apple picking. Ooh, that sounds delightful. September is such an interesting time of year. It is fall, I'm told. You know, scientists have long since said that September fall is fall. That's exactly what I was thinking, Seven, is that September also feels like an extended warm-up for October, which is properly fall. Actually feels like fall. Like right now, it's gonna hit 81 in New York today. Like, that's not fall. But also it's creepy season. It's scary season. And that is when fall really hits for me. Okay. Okay, camera. Dramatic pan, I see you. Okay, so according to the article that came up when I Googled Dredge Iron Rig how to start, I should be able to see the rig from here, and I'm guessing that is it. Ugh. Yeah, 80s. No thank you. 70s I can handle. 60s I would say is my sweet spot. I run a little hot. Do I want eels? Sure. Come on, eels. So I'm very eager for fall weather. I like weather where I can, like, layer. I also... as I mentioned, I generally feel like it's about 5 degrees warmer than it actually is in the room. And also, I am an anxious person. And one way in which that anxiety manifests is that I move very quickly and kind of furtively. Aww. But I want the shark. Okay. Which means that, like I walk very, very fast. As many people who, on the regular, have to walk with me complain about quite regularly. And so, if it's a little cooler, I can walk at my natural breakneck pace without breaking a sweat. Whereas, once it's up into the 80s, all of a sudden, I have to sort of regulate my walking speed against not showing up to work just dripping sweat. And I do very badly at that. I quite regularly show up to work just absolutely dripping sweat. Sorry, 1 second. Please be cool, Twitch. Alright, let's head towards the ring. I don't know what this is. Do I need this? Shit. There we go. Oh my god. It got dark. I don't like that. I would rather it not be dark. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're... Oh, come on, buddy. Leave me alone. Ooh, cool. Yes, yes, thank you, Whispers. I hear you. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Did Twitch do a UI update or something? Because for some reason, the game of Ban the Bot seems much, much harder than it normally is. Where do I dock? I'm so sorry. I desperately need to not be out on the water anymore. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, I think I should be able to get back with y'all now. Apologies for that. Let's move this on over. An elevator connecting the docking area to the main platform lies ahead. A man waits nearby, a yellow hard hat strapped to a concerned construction. What do you want? What is this place? Haven't you heard? This is the Iron Haven Corporation's new drilling rig. Or it would be if we were on schedule. Right now, it's just a platform. The boss is going to dock our pay for sure if he shows up and the drill hasn't even started. We've got the foundational stuff laid, but we've been running into some supply issues. He glances nervously at... Sorry. This isn't him talking, this is me talking. He glances nervously at the water. Large waves rolling underneath the shadow of the platform. The ships delivering crates of material keep going missing, and HQ said they're not able to dispatch any more for a few weeks. Look, I wouldn't normally ask a civilian for help, but we're already so far behind. Why don't I mark the last known coordinates of those ships on your map? If you're able to find any of those crates, I'm sure the Corp would let you use our facilities, once we get the generator wired up, that is. Okay. Can I sleep here? I don't know why I bothered to ask. I am already asleep, yeah. Alright. Tell me more, tell me more. Okay, I think this is probably the one I've already gotten on my way in, but let's go check it out. Oh no, I see it floating out there. Hi! Oh my. What a detailed little shipwreck. Let's see. Well, I am dredging. What has been bringing me joy this week? Oh, I am now... We talked yesterday about how I finished Chaos. Hardly recommend. I am now watching The Perfect Couple on Netflix, because at any given moment I need to be watching at least one show about an incredibly wealthy and dysfunctional family. And it's entertaining. I have 2 episodes left. It's a 6-episode series, so it's pretty quick if you're into something real quick in and out. It's a murder mystery. Like, someone dies. I mean, they let you know at the beginning of the series. Someone's dead. And then you find out who the victim is at the end of the first episode. And the mystery is compelling enough, but, like, after 4 episodes, we've learned a lot. We've learned very little, like, actual mystery information. Like, we haven't really covered where were suspects at the time of the crime. We haven't really covered who all has motive. We've mostly just been watching this family fight with each other while Donalyn Champlin from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend tries to solve the murder in the background. Which isn't to say that's not entertaining, that's not a valid show. It's just that, like, as the world's greatest living detective, I want an Agatha Christie book. Like, I want to interrogate the suspects, stumble across a clue or two, really start to piece together the, murder board it out, red string it out. But this show seems much more interested in, like, white people family drama. Rich white people family drama. Not like the white people family drama I grew up with. So that should be in working order, but I just checked the storeroom, and it looks like we never got any fuel deliveries. I did find this, though. You can use it to patch things up in a pinch. Keep it. It's the least I can do. Oh, cool. I didn't even know they made these. Why do I need these? While I go and figure out the fuel station, why don't you introduce yourself to the head scientist? He's always interested to hear about the local fish species. Okay. Hi. You approach an old man pacing back and forth near a cordoned-off area on the main platform. He's muttering to himself, quietly. Who are you? The angler turned courier. Isn't that right? The workers were talking about you. All good things, I promise. Say, you must know a great deal about the fish species around here, yes? What have you encountered in these waters? Oh, just your regular fish species, nothing special. Why do you want to know, or you want to believe me if I told you? Why do you want to know? He looks offended. You may have certain preconceived notions about the Ironhaven Corporation's modus operandi, but I assure you, everything we do is with the good of the greater ecosystem in mind. Before we get into all of that, though, it seems my laboratory is also a victim of a missing supply shipment. I have concerns that I'm not going to get a chance to sell these dang fish before they rot. Here you go. Oh, we got enough material for the science lab now. Two? We'll get to work. Oh, wow, look at it go. That should be enough space for your tubes and fluids, eh? Yes, more than sufficient for my needs. Thank you, both of you. Fisherman, considering you're not on the Corp's payroll, why don't you take this small token of my appreciation? Okay. Form interest you. I think we have a solution for our fuel problem. Come see me at the generator. Come up and see me at the generator sometime, and I'll give you the rundown. Okay. So it turns out the fuel never got dispatched from Ironhaven at all. Typical corporate oversight. I was on the radio to HQ. Apparently, this is a biofuel generator. It's some new tech the Corp wanted to trial out here, and they expect us to supply it ourselves. Are we gonna feed the generator fish? Thing is, they didn't think to outfit us with any gear for harvesting biomass, and the fleet services construction is way down the project list. Think you could help us out again? You can add fish or most other biological material, I suppose, to the hopper here. What the fuck do you mean, most other biological material? What other biological material would I be collecting? Do I have exactly the amount of fish I needed? That's incredible. I am the world's greatest living eldritch fisherman. It won't hold anymore. Fire it up! The crushing compactor clunks to life. The sound of pneumatic pistons and strange squelching sound soon gives way to the stuttering sound of distant gears. Ha! We've done it! A large capsule drops down from a chute, labeled Waste. Through its clear walls, you can see remnants of the fish you deposited. Huh. Or, well, you'll probably be able to use that for chum, right? It's yours if you want it. Oh. I've got to be real with you. I really don't want to take this. Now we can finally get all finished. All clear. Initiating drill deployment in 3, 2, 1. The drill descends. Is that what it... I don't... We've broken through. We're underway at last. And what about that huge crack that opened up? Is the reservoir stable? Admittedly, the fissure is larger than my model suggested, but it appears to have stabilized. We should consider halting the drill for now. Also, we would be remiss in our duties to the local population if we didn't survey the area and gather some data. In that vein, fishermen, I have something for you. The factory has recently become operational, allowing us to manufacture equipment infused with the corporation's latest breakthroughs. This is a new design. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna need to... Yeah, install this later. Using that rod, I need you to collect specimen samples from the marrows, just to check that the fish species are unaffected by our operations here. I've never seen any of these before, I don't think. Okay. Whatevs you say, dude. What's going on in Science Lab? How's it going out there? Ooh, yeah, let's find out. How long have you worked for the, excuse me, Iron Haven Corporation? My whole professional career has been dedicated to scientific research at the corporation. So that's, well, north of half a century now. Our current executive's father hired me when I was fresh out of college. He must have seen something in me all those years ago. What's the purpose of this rig? Well, I can't go into specifics, you understand, but the purpose of this platform is to test a crucial hypothesis that I've been working towards for years. If my hypothesis proves correct, it will yield a significant asset for the corporation's business diversification strategy. I don't trust this old man. This might be a controversial thing to say, but I don't trust this old white guy. Ah, yes, I believe the drill has already stopped operating. The foreman should be making preparations to withdraw it from the seabed. It's not something you can just yank out, apparently. Jesus. A million jokes just came to my mind, and none of them are appropriate to say on the internet. The drill team will take their time to try to ensure minimal disturbance. I have no samples for you. What's this factory? Oh, you're new. A woman stood just inside the doorway, sketching a design in a notebook. Hey there. Welcome to the factory. I'm the lead engineer here. Oh my god! Okay. That's something. Wait, let's see. What have we got here? Is this an ice rod? Yeah, I don't need this for sure. Anyways. Wait, there's tears. Wait, I just noticed tears? What do you mean tears? Okay, I can't look at the other tiers yet. Holy shit, this DLC must be huge. I mean, it looks like the storyline of it probably isn't going to be super duper long. What's over here? A helmeted figure emerges from the shadows by a building site. He lifts his visors. Place isn't built yet. He gestures to a pile of materials behind him. We're short on materials. Once they arrive, we can start working. I got materials. Here are materials. Here you go. That's all we need. We can get the foundry built now. Good to go. Basic materials can be worked here. Oh, well, now that's interesting. Is that what I want to do, though? When the tech lab is operational, we'll be able to work on projects of a more technical nature. I have plans for an interchangeable module system. You'll see. I'll show you when we're set up here, but one more lot of materials, then we'll be able to upgrade some of your boat's basic functions. Cool. I'm playing her as super exhausted because I imagine as the only, as far as I can tell, the only woman on this rig, her life's gotta suck. She's gotta be exhausted. Oh, wow. Damn, we've been catching up a storm in that trawl net. Okay. Let's get to the Marrows. Let's... Am I going to sail by any of... Yes, I am. So let's kind of bear ourselves that way. The right direction? West, right? Yes, I see it. I see it! Great. Cool. Hey, how should we check in on that builder that we dropped off at Steel Point like years ago? It feels like. Hey, how's it going? Hey, thanks again for helping me move out here. I've managed to get myself set up now. Okay, that's it. Part of me figured that we'd come out here and she would have been like, I don't know, slowly losing her grip on reality. But no, it seems like the correct move in this game. What's that light? Are you big or little Marrow? I think you're big Marrow. Yes, you're big Marrow. Great. You'll let me sell my fish. Nope. God damn it. Do I have anything in storage that I need to sell you? I do. Never did find the other part of this piece of paper. If I was a more responsible person, I would sleep, but I'm not, so I'm going to sail across, and... I don't need these. But one of you is probably apparated, so let's get it. What the heck? There we go. Had to fish out the whole spot, but I eventually got that aberration. Oh, speaking of aberration, something else bringing me joy Well, joy and stress. I am finally into the late end game of my first Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Damn, that was a... Oh, because of all the shit in my troll net, too. Great. Do I want this? How much money do I have? Oh, I'm doing pretty good on cash. Let me check the dry dock real quick. Is there anything that was waiting on metal from me? I think basically... Oh. Oh. How is cheerful fishing? Wouldn't know. Haven't done it in this game. It's going well. Welcome, Inmer. It's a pleasure to have you here. We are starting up the iron rig. We've gone to the iron rig. We started to build the iron rig. Now we're collecting samples for the iron rig. So I think... Oh, I need to... build. I need to do the thing with the things. Let me uninstall you and get you moved to storage. Let me flip you up to here. Actually, I could move you over here. Let's do this for now. That's gonna give me coastal. What do you give me? Shallow. And then where's this fancy ass rod they gave me? Great. That was dumb. That was not the best place I could have put them. Okay, so if I... How many do you take? 3. You're 3 down. Okay, so if I move you over, I can, in fact, do this. Okay. And that's worth doing, right? What is this? This gives me Abyssal and Hadal. Yes, let's do that instead. Okay, not exactly the best job I could have done of getting these organized, but I did eventually get them all up to my thing. It is 3 p.m. the next day, but we're still going to count that as a win. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. He's just sitting out there on Blackstone Isle, being like, this is why I need to start paying. I need to start compensating my staff with money instead of with Eldritch Incantations, because I'm noticing that there's a bit of a morale issue, sort of a focus issue among the fishermen that I keep sending to their deaths. You hate to see it. Okay, I think we're good to undock now. And now... Please don't... Great, thank you. Will you please tell me... Oh, I also never finished that. Okay. Shit, I forgot I could teleport in this game. That would have saved us some time. Oops. Okay. Where shall we head? Looks like... Okay, so if I head north and then loop west around the islands, it looks like there's an oil patch over there, and also some... I assume the fish that I need to catch... That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Why does the bubbling oil, like every third or fourth time it pops up, why is it in the exact shape of a hand? Okay. Okay, I think this is the paddlefish I need. What do you mean I don't have the right equipment for this spot? Okay, oh, that's coastal and shallow. Okay, huh. Okay, so there's one of the things I need. Oh, okay. Interesting. This is new and different. Okay. Let's get back to Greg. Drop off these two. What is that noise? I hate that noise. I don't like that noise. Nope. Not today, bitch. Gonna take more than a water spout to sink me. Okay. Unless that water spout is just very consistent. Here's one of them. Okay, so you're coastal. I should be able to catch you then. I shouldn't need to switch up my... Okay. A figure emerges from the lower decks and beckons you over into the shadows. You're going to be hanging around. Maybe we can do business. Come see me at the Undermarket. Alone. Okay. Weird. Got some items you might be interested in. Don't ask where they came from. Better off not knowing. Can make some basic repairs too, but it'll cost you. Ooh, I would love, actually, for you to repair. Great. Ooh. Interesting. I wonder if I can get a better price for them back at the Shallows. Uh-oh. The mayor appears in front of you on the dock. His face swims before your eyes and his words blur with the waves crashing around you. Okay, if sea fog shape. Rez, careful. Nightmares. You stumble past him into town. Actually, that seemed like it was probably about equivalent. Also, I did forget that I have one of these that I could have dropped off the rig. He should sleep. All right, onward. I don't need this one right now. Okay, you're right. Need you. Is the only one I'm still looking for the sea cucumber? I've gotten, yes, the only other thing I need is the sea cucumber. Where did I leave my crab pots? Crab pots are back to the west. Great. The direction I'm already pointing. How convenient. Onward. Yes. Go, go, go. To the rig, to the rig, to the rig. Let's do it. Fuck you. Leave me alone, Whispers. Huh. Interesting. It seems like if you turn off the light, the Whispers don't see you. Which sounds like the creepy line a child would say in, like, a horror movie right before things pop off. But, Mommy, if I turn off the light, the whispers can't see me. Fuck you, whispers. These are some careless whispers, I gotta say. There we go. And we're here. Is this the thing that I need to build? Yes. Everything appears to be in order. I'll get the team on. Sorry. Everything appears to be in order. I'll get the team onto it. At last. I'm excited for you just to try some of these out. Ooh, an enhanced foghorn, enhanced spyglass, or enhanced lights. I think the enhanced lights is the place to start, but I'm gonna need a... How's it going out there? Do you have those samples from the marrows? Yes. Here you go. And here's this one. All done. The scientist looks taken aback. He consults some papers on his desk, then leafs through an old encyclopedia. This is remarkable. Some of these species... Have you caught these before? They haven't been seen outside the fossil record since... Well, ever. I suppose it could make sense. The visitor opening caused some kind of disturbance in the deep, possibly spooking some of these fish up the water column. I'll run some tests on these... The scientist is interrupted by the foreman outside shouting through his megaphone again. The foreman bellows an order. Engage reverse gear. Get that drill out of there. What? You drilled so deep you fucked up Gale Cliffs? Ah, hell, that's enough. Drill is clear, I repeat, drill is clear. Shut it down. As I was saying, I'll run some quick tests on these specimens. But from the sounds of things, you may have some additional samples together. Seems the reservoir is more unstable than we anticipated. Even with the drill removed, it appears the fissure is continuing to expand. Unfortunately, there have been reports of some contaminants leaking from the fissure in isolated pockets. There was always a chance this might happen. The engineer at the factory has been working on a system to siphon such contaminants from the water. I'd very much like a canister of it. I've been trying to keep a record of where all that dark liquid has been showing up. Come see me if you need to point at something about contamination. Foreman says we're due to start on an extension to the building soon. The wing is for the enhancement of boat functions, lights, horns, and hourglasses. Okay. What's going on here? We're in the planning stages for an expansion of the factory. Maybe you'd be able to help out. Ah, okay. Wait, what do I need to do for the scientist? Can I help you? Have you had time to gather some samples from Gale Cliffs? Okay, no, I am trying to catch fish over in Gale Cliffs, and this time I am going to need something that can catch oceanic. Well, shit. What was I supposed to be doing? Locals in the Marrows and Gale Cliffs. I need you to collect a canister of it. You'll need to upgrade the factory and construct a siphon trawler before you'll be able to do that. Okay. Oh, I must have placed that accidentally. Gale Cliffs is also so far from where we are right now. Yikes. Okay. Let's start heading back that way. We're also going to want to grab our cryopods, I think. Gross. Hi! Hello, orcas. Where is my other crab pot? Should be right around here. Oh, there it is. No. Yes. In the sludge. Whoa. I've never crashed into one of those that hard before. Where am I going? I should stop into Greater Marrow and get myself an oceanic thing. Fishing thing. Let me sell all my shit. And now, let's see here. Go ahead, give me my repairs. Still doing all right on money, though. What are you doing for me? Coastal, shallow. A little bump, but nothing too huge. Yeah, I think let's actually sell you. I don't think you're doing very much. Same thing with you. Let's get rid of you. And now, let me pop over to my storage. I might just have one of these. Just chilling, yes. Yes. It's almost night. Let's just rest here. Actually, no. We can probably make it to Gale Cliffs. We can probably do at least that much. Gale Cliffs is to the southeast. I guess we could just follow the giant glowing crack in the ground, huh? That'd probably work. Man, that doesn't look good. What the fuck was that? I hated that. Okay. Let's Yeah, that's fine. We're going to bed now. And whoa! Okay, it doesn't appear to have done any damage. Weird. Okay. That's the only one that I already have, actually. But I do. What do you mean I don't have the right equipment for this spot? I'm perplexed and concerned about that. Do I not know how this game works? Yeah, truly. I have... But I don't get it. Why can't I catch oceanic fish? I have an oceanic winch attached. Unless, son of a bitch. I need a, like, coded enhanced one, don't I? Okay. Okay, where is a... Great. Southwest. Let's head over there. What are the other samples I need to collect? A nautilus, a salicina, a lancetfish, a trilobite. Okay, I guess let's see what we can find of those. Oh, nice. What's that? Oh, it's a figure in yellow. You approach a hooded figure. Dirty gold robes obscure all features except for a pair of withered and blackened hands. Fisherman deep calls respond. An answer. The hooded figure holds out a scroll. They tap at a shape depicted. It looks like a red snapper. Okay. Well, if I see a red snapper, I'll bring it back for you. That was easy. Where's the crate I need, though? Here it is. We'll sleep here for tonight. It's wild how beautiful and peaceful this game is when it's not actively trying to murder me. Oh, well done. God, this makes me want to become a fisherman. That's going to change rapidly in about 5 minutes once night falls, but right now... being alone on a boat, just me, the open ocean, an occasional whale, and also the eldritch whispers that constantly chatter in the back of my mind. I mean, it's just the dream, you know? I have samples for you. I have a sample for you. Do you know anything about these mutated fish I've been finding? Mutations are present in almost all species, and fish are certainly no exception. In my years of study, I've seen fish with extra fins, eyes, and even heads. Yes, they're a relatively normal part of the development of a species. Occasionally, they can be influenced by external factors, but only in exceptional circumstances. Like if someone drilled into the core of the earth and unleashed something long since sleeping. Now that the drill has withdrawn, it should settle down, provided nothing else disturbs the seabed. I expect that, given enough time, it will be filled in with sediment entirely. In the meantime, it appears to have opened up some interesting opportunities for research. Here you go. Let's get to work. The factory's core facilities have been improved. We can make some more items now. Oh, interesting. Do I have a basic trawl net? No, can I hop on over real quick and buy one? What do I need here? A crate, a fathomless winch, which I believe is this, yes. And a dart canister, so I need to go grab that. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure I've grabbed those. I'm pretty sure I've grabbed those. I think actually what I might want to do... is first and foremost... where's my storage? I need this to not be here. I need this actually over here. Install where? Install where, though? I'm so confused. Where do I install this? Oh, it's a trawl net. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, as useful as you have been, this, I guess, is just more important. So, I think we are gonna head east. Try to swing through some oil. And then go get that crate that's way over there. Oh, it cleans up the oil too. Interesting. Also, it takes so much more to fill up this canister than I was expecting. Oh my. Damn it. Okay, great. That's one of them filled on up. Let's go ahead and get back to... Fuck me. Black zone for some sleep. That was weird. Okay. I think it's time to talk about some upgrades. Okay. So that's 36.8. And if I put it in here, 7, I would need to replace 2 of these. And right now they're totaling more than 36. Okay, but I think I can, absolutely. Upgrade this light. And I shall. Dry dock. Is there a way to get more? Yes. And I think I might be able to do it right now, actually. No, I am 1 metal short. That's a shame. Okay. Yeah, okay. I still think I want to... Actually, you know what? We're going to go ahead and real quickly, I am out of coffee. So I'm going to go refill that real quick. I will be back in no more than 2 minutes. And then we'll go get that crate, head back to the rig, see what else we can get done. This is a huge expansion. We are probably going to be doing this another week. I'm excited. Excellent. Back soon. Thanks for being here. See you in 2 minutes. That was definitely less than 2 minutes, I'm very honest. And this is going to be way easier now that I'm crossing from properly caffeinated to overly caffeinated. Heading east. That's mainly what I want to do, because I did notice that we're going to need to have a second canister when we actually want to make the fathomless winch, the upgraded fathomless winch. I am way too far south. We want to head more northeast. So many whales today. I overcorrected, didn't I? Oh no. Huh. I just didn't realize it had gotten this close to double spine. Oh my god, look at all these crates. Yes! Thank you. Huzzah. What the fuck? Oh, that's cool. That's a nice little detail. You can see some magma poking through there. Okay. Now... Wow, you can see the rig even from here. Where's the nearest place we can dock? That looks like a pontoon. I don't think I have anything for you right now, friend. Yeah. Do you want oil? I've got a lot of oil. Yeah, I think back to the rig. So when I dolphins, a lot of wildlife today. When I was looking up, oh, that was weird. Okay, my Joy-Con just died, or just disconnected for a half second. When I was looking up how do you start this one, how do you start this DLC, obviously I just Googled how do you start it, and it was like, you'll notice two things when you load in after purchasing the Iron Rig. One is that crates are floating around. I hadn't noticed that last week when we were playing Pale Reach. And also there's a giant oil rig in the distance that is visible from just about anywhere on the map.
Huh.
I've been trying, and I was like, feels like I should have noticed that at the very least last week when we were playing Pale Reach, but lo and behold, I did not, and now I don't know how I didn't notice this giant glowing column in the distance. I've been trying to keep a record where all that dark liquid has been showing up. Come see me if you need it, pointing to any contamination patches. Oh, great. Here's a canister. Have you collected a canister of that contaminant yet? I have. It's here. He holds it up to the light. For a moment, the fluorescent bulbs in the room flicker and buzz, light recoiling in a pattern against the ceiling. Thank you. It's always important to know what we're dealing with in operations such as these. If he saw anything noteworthy about liquid, he doesn't let on. Oh, and don't forget about that other thing I asked you to do. Have you had time to gather samples from Gale Cliffs? No. I would like this. And this. All right. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Interesting. What about over at the foundry? Works hard, but as long as the pay is good, I'll do it. And it is. What about the tech lab? I would love some enhanced lights. Yes, please. That's everything. We'll get to work. Tech lab's fully built. Huzzah. What you got for me? I will take that. Better turning speed. Where do I need to install it or anything, or? Alright, I think let's get back to Gale Cliffs now. Gale Cliffs is to the southeast. Wait, do I still have... Yeah, let me actually spend this last crate. We'll upgrade our foghorn. I don't really know what it does. Hi, Aberration. No, Sam, you just said you were going to spend that. Go to the tech lab. Oh, I guess I can't afford right now to do that, so I'll do the spyglass instead. Great. Morning, Puddleglum. Welcome in. Always happy to have you here. Wow. Those are some enhanced lights. Let's go ahead and save ourselves a little bit of time by manifesting on back to Blackstone. We'll rest here. And then sail for Gale Cliffs in the morning. Alright, Gale Cliffs is to the southeast, right? Yes, Gale Cliffs is to the southeast. Wow, look at that sunrise. God, what a beautiful game. Time really does pass fast here. I was watching that sun rocket on up. For a second, I was also like, oh, is that another crate? Sick. This one wasn't even marked on here. Great. I am considerably off base of where I was headed. Great. I also for a second was like, is our fishing speed garbage? Because it seemed like all of a sudden it was nighttime, but then I remembered that 1700 is in fact 5 o'clock p.m. Not 5 o'clock a.m. I don't really know how my brain managed to cross those wires. But I was truly like, it was just 1700 and now it's 2000. How is time flies so quickly? My stats must be bad. That turns out no. It's just that my brain is bad. Okay, I don't. You tell me that there's an aberration in there, but I ain't seeing it, and I ain't got all day. Yeah, dredge speed I feel like is always kind of garbage. Okay, so that's one of the things I need. Let me go sell the stuff I don't, actually. Let me head to the pontoon. And get rid of some of this superfluous fish. I actually don't want to sell all fish. I want to sell you. Yeah, I just need to get this sent to Pelican Town. And then I'll be all set. Way easier to find an Nautilus in this game than in Stardew Goddamn Valley. Where is crab pots? Where put crab pots? I could have sworn I put them around here somewhere. Is that one of them? Yes. Oh, right. They're busted. What do I actually need to get here? A Solacina is the other thing I need to drop off, I think. So let me... Is this what I'm looking for? No. Nope, this is not the thing I need. Nope. Okay. I think this is just the Nautilus. Again. Alright, well, let's hunker down for the night. Okay. Let's get some sleep. I didn't get down here until pretty late in the day, so my hope is that maybe the Solacina is just a daytime fish. That's an Nautilus. Oh. Did you say there's metal here? Yeah, okay, so now we can... get that engine space upgrade. There's a lot of dredge back here, actually. Which would be great were I not bound and determined Lancet fish. Blackmouth salmon. Do I need to sail into the cliffs to find this thing? I cannot find this thing. Where do I catch it? What are you? Another fucking Nautilus. Okay. I don't know what to do. I guess we can spend one more day on this before we head back to the rig. Nautilus, lancetfish, blackmouth salmon, a dredge spot, a stonefish, an oceanic patch. Oh, oceanic perch. Stonefish, Nautilus, are there other? Oh, okay. Let's try that. Check some of these other patches. There it is. There's the fucker. All right, let's go turn these in and presumably ruin another environment. I assume once we turn in Gale Cliffs, this is now going to fuck up the Twisted Spine. Twisted Strand? Twisted Strand is the name of that area. Oh, while I'm here, though, actually, let me just get a little bit of upgrading done. Okay. How much are twin prop engines? 405. I could afford one of these. And if I afford one of them, it goes there. Give me a second. Sorry. One quick. No. All right. Now that's a fast boat. There we go. Where's the rig? There's the rig. Jesus, look at me go. I'm flying. Onward to the rig. Follow the lights. Follow the giant, hideous monstrosity on the horizon. The music is so good in this game. Hello, sir. I have the samples. Oh, damn, that cod has 3 heads. I just noticed that. The scientist inserts a syringe into each of the creatures, now laying long dead on the slab. From each in turn, he draws a vial of fluid. This will only take a moment. Some vials contain the type of blood you might expect, deep and red, catching glints of light from the fluorescent bulbs overhead. Other corpses yield a dark, clotted substance that seems to crawl up into the vial by itself. It shimmers with a quiet iridescence as if lit from inside. He places the vial of what should be fish blood in a rack in front of him. Down in the deep, something begins to brush against the legs of the rig. What? What the fuck? Screw the fissure. Okay, yes, environmental collapse is a huge problem. We're under attack by a kraken. There's something gigantic, something incredibly powerful gripping the rig. So it's really here. The scientist steps away from the nearby window, knuckles still white from gripping the frame moments before. Fisherman, this structure, the people on it can't stand up to this. I had a student. She was developing some technology. He turns back and presses his forehead against the glass. It was a way of communicating, I suppose. We were working on emulating a language that we didn't fully understand. She began to twist the words. But she didn't agree with Ironhaven's methods. So, leveraging my role on the board of the Research Society, I pulled some strings and had her posted far away. To Stellar Basin. Please, go and find her. I hope she's progressed her research sufficiently to help us, and while you're there, try to catch some of the local specimens. I think they hold the key to understanding what we're here for. Okay. All right. Huh. Tentacle seemed angry. Not surprised. Yes, I think I would like to upgrade the foundry. All right, we're upgrading the foundry. Should be able to make some better stuff now. Oh, nice. Okay, this is cool. I'm into this. Great. And then let me... Oh, yeah, let's sell all this. Do you know anything more about the prehistoric fish I found? Nothing useful, aside from confirming with some peers that they are indeed species that we previously thought to be extinct. There's even a special name for that, you know. A Lazarus taxon. Species seemingly raised from the dead. I've encountered strange creatures in the contaminated areas. Oh, what did they look like? Sort of like an eye stalk. You begin to describe the creatures to the scientist, but as you grasp at the images in your head, they melt away, replaced with a swirling blackness in your mind's eye. After your description trails off, the scientist looks at you with some concern. Long nights at sea, unusual weather conditions, sleep deprivation. They can all lead to auditory and visual hallucinations. Not to worry. Best to get some rest. Alright, whatever you say, nerd. Can you believe the size of that squid? It's shaking the whole damn rig. Doesn't seem like it would be possible. The legs are anchored pretty deep. Alrighty. Yeah, so that's awful. But if I just kind of run into it a little bit, what's gonna happen? Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. I had that coming. Okay, well. You do repairs, right? Yes, thank you. I did a very dumb thing. Thank you for bailing me out there. Oof, Cellar Basin is once again not very nearby. So while we're on our way down, we'll swing by this place way over to the west. Is that south of... Oh yeah, that's well south of Twisted Strand. Great. Hello. What is this? Oh. Huh. How much of a pain in the ass would it be to actually pop on in there? Oh, not bad at all. Okay. We'll go give this guy his friend's dog tags. Meridu, welcome on in. We are... I have no idea. Actually, now that I stop and think about it, I really have no metric of how far into the Iron Rig DLC we are. My guess is probably a little over halfway. I think this is the right way, right? No, it's not. Oops. My guess is that because the rig is so close to Twisted Strand and Devil Spine, if you need to bounce and not get spoiled, you are completely good to bounce and not get spoiled. But yeah, I don't think this is spoilery to say. This is vaguely spoilery, not story-wise, just kind of mechanically, so feel free to mute me. I won't be upset. We've tackled areas that were in the Marrows. We've tackled a little beat in the Gale Cliffs. And now we're headed to Stellar Basin. My guess is they probably don't have sections for Twisted Strand and Devil Spine just because they're so close to the rig. That feels like that would actually be the least challenging part of the game by far, but I guess we'll find out. I'm not going to object if there is more to this game, because this is incredible. Like, really, really good DLC. So much added to this. Whole new upgrade mechanisms, whole new... Hey, do you want these dog tags? Let me see. There you go. Thank you. I'll hang on to them. I'll hang them on the tree. Here, as promised. Oh, great. I've actually been eating research parts. That's all. Okay. And now we need to get, first and foremost, as always, get the absolute hell out of Twisted Strand. Because there is nowhere so easy for me to crash my ship and ruin my entire day than in Twisted Strand. I don't know if any of you have ever played Outer Wilds. If you have not, maybe I'll revisit Outer Wilds on stream sometime. If you have not played Outer Wilds, play Outer Wilds. It's absolutely incredible. Definitely, I think it was my GOTY the year it came out. It might be one of my favorite games of all time. But there is a section, it's a space exploration game. It's a really beautiful space exploration game. And there's a section where you have to sort of navigate through what is basically a giant space briar patch. And you have to do it silently, like with your engines off, basically. Or with very, very minimal use of your engines. And Twisted Strand always gives me PTSD flip. Actually, I shouldn't use that term, sorry. But it always makes me think of how difficult that section was. The number of times that I just, without thinking, hit the fire engines button. And then all of a sudden was just totally screwed. Sorry, I got distracted by the fact that this shipwreck is huge. Most of them have been like tiny little sailing vessels, it looks like. This one is a freighter or a cruise ship, and now that I'm talking about it, I can't focus on the Dredge. Okay, there we go. Whew. Oh, gosh darn it, there's still more. Please make this. Okay, this seems to be a pretty easy round. There we go. Right. I hate it when it does that. I would like it known, I hate it when it does that. But I want to do it again. Whoever it was, they're gone now. Now, I assume... Yeah, you're the student we're looking for. Let's, real quick, get some sleepy times. And now... Hey, I know it's 5 a.m. Can I talk to you real quick? Someone from the Ironhaven Corporation sent me. I didn't expect that name to follow me all the way out here. Perhaps that was naive of me. So what do you want? Look at the doggy. You forget about the dog. I mean... This one I don't think is particularly relevant. Let's go with the drilling platform. Ah, and you're helping them with that, I suppose. Do you have any idea what they're even doing? She turns away and tries to recompose herself with a few deep breaths. Of course you don't. You're just trying to help. But you've seen what's happened to the water here and elsewhere, I imagine. Okay, now that I know I get to do all 3 dialogue options, let's explore him. And head scientist seems to know you, and I know him. He's the reason I was posted all the way out here, so far from home. He might have mentioned that I studied under him, but I studied him too. His theories on nature cycles were odd. He never went into much detail, but his work has some curious influences. He's like creepy into Lovecraft, like weirdly into Lovecraft, and not just like the stories, like Lovecraft as a person. It's really, really uncomfortable. Also, I heard whispers through the door of his office, saw confusing diagrams that lingered in half-erased chalk dust and on torn-up shreds of paper. Also, he listens to Joe Rogan. Yeah, sorry, this has kind of turned into just a bunch of things that I didn't like about my old boss, but he sucks. He's really bad. Also, I think he's trying to destroy the world. Never could make much sense of it. What else? Tell me about the defensive tech. Well, it's the same tech used in the repulsion machine I gave you. Strictly speaking, I wouldn't call it a defense system. It doesn't interact with anything on a physical level. You see, Ironhaven Scientific Communication Division have long been working on projects to further their exertion over the natural world. It's complicated stuff, but essentially, they were trying to emit signals to communicate with, well, anything they wanted to, I suppose. The tech I've been working on is along those lines, but instead of a wide spectrum of communication, it attempts to broadcast a single word. Flee. It emits the vocalized panic responses of every animal I was able to gather acoustic data for. Oh my god, that has to be the worst sound to ever have existed. It's just every animal freaking out. That's awful. We need to protect the rig and its workers. I couldn't give a damn about the rig or the corp. But not everyone there deserves to face the consequences of the corp's action. Okay, this is weird, right? I'm used to that word being pronounced core. But it's a corporation. So I think it's corp in this context. It's also weird that they keep just calling it a corp instead of no one just calling it a company or a corporation. I'll give you some schematics. I'm sure someone there is smart enough to decipher them and get it built. I'm used to like CORP as like a military term, and I think it's short for something else there, if it's short for anything. Why do I talk when I don't know things? Just don't let them think this means I forgive them, or that I approve of what they're doing. Sorry, I forgot to listen to what I actually need to do. I'll give you some schematics, okay. Great. What do I need to do? What, though? Is this a research thing? But, Okay. So we have these schematics. Can I... Ooh! Pretty. can I just take them on back to... Do I have a crab pot? Yes. Alright, so here's the basin. I should actually... collect wood. So I guess I just need to get back to the... Ooh, hell yeah. Rig to build the schematics. But I figure if I'm gonna do that, I should also gather up the samples I need for that scientist. Are there oil patches here? Because that's generally where I need to... be looking. Gosh darn it. I wasn't sure if I was close enough that that would happen. Okay. Let's go get repairs. Oh, okay. There is oily patches. They're just over on the western side. Okay, great. Hey, friend. Hey, girly. Yeah, I know this place is the bad. I knew that I was, like, towing the line. I wasn't sure exactly which side of the line I was towing. My controller did vibrate once I got a certain point out there, so really that should have been my cue. It's almost like the game devs programmed that in for you. But sometimes my brain's bad and it doesn't connect dots. All right. The good news is it looks like the places where the oil pouches are is well clear of the bad hole, of the no-no hole, which is what I'm now referring to as the part of Stellar Basin where I'm not allowed to go. I guess we can siphon trawl a little bit here. Nope. I'm gonna want to move some shit over to storage pretty soon. Huh? Damn, this moment may have come sooner than I expected. Okay. Let's get you out of there. Let's move you on up. Let's get you all moved over. What am I looking for here? Okay. Y'all, I'm so good at geometry. Take that 9th grade geometry teacher who said I lack focus. You were 100% correct. But look who can play video games now. I don't think I'm making the point I think I'm making here. Let's go sell some stuff and put things in storage. Where's my friend in the pontoon? Across the no-no hole. Okay, so we'll just take a nice little cruise around the no-no hole. Oh, wow, it's after 10. I think I will try to gather up these samples. We'll run a little over. Well, it's a Sunday. It's low stakes. I think we will. I'm going to try to gather up these samples and get on back to the rig before we call it for the day. Yeah, I don't need all these crates on me. Also, like, I'm barely using these little rewards they gave me back at the rig. Let's free up that space. Yeah, I think the operated bait is cool, and I will use it at some point. He lied. Whole repair kit, actually, you know what? That's worth keeping around. I will keep that around just to be safe. The soothing tea, like, I don't know. Sure, why not? Okay. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and sleep. Also, what are the... Okay. Where'd I put my crap pot? Let's check that first. I actually think I probably want to pick you up and move you somewhere else, yeah. I mean, there is, though. I don't need this. Yeah. I don't currently need a Mahi Mahi. Right? I've already got you. Yeah, okay. There's one other thing I need. Hi! Welcome on in, Riley Coyote. That's a fun name. I have been playing Dredge. So I did an initial playthrough off stream way back when it came out. Okay, that's everything I need that doesn't come from a crab pot. Love it. So I played almost all the way through it when it first came out, and then Zelda came out, and I got distracted and didn't finish it. And so then we did the stream playthrough, which I think is about... Can I get my total play time? Hold up. Initial game, I think, took us about 4 weeks. So it's probably about 10 hours in. Shortly, I'll be able to answer that exactly. But in terms of total playtime on this playthrough, I have probably done, I would say, about 10, 15 hours. Chronologically, if you mean in terms of, like, calendar, I have been playing it since it came out in 2023, so probably 18 months. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Thank you for that question. Since I believe this is your first time in here, we are always welcome media recommendations, things that are bringing you joy, highlights from your week. You are also, of course, always welcome to lurk. You are also always welcome to ask questions about games, particularly games that I enjoy as much as Dredge. Where is my crab pot? I would really love to get that sea slug and then pop on back. Also, this is the last little bit of... I mean, actually, this is the... We're doing the Iron Rig DLC today, which is the most recent thing, and it's the last little sort of bit of Dredge that we have to play, in fact. But before... As I was saying that, as I was about to be like, this is all that's left in Dredge, I remembered that actually there is, I think, another DLC. Ooh, wonderful, Mer. We love news. I hope it's good. Okay, let's head on over to that Starlight Pontoon. Let's sell the stuff that I don't need to give to the scientist. Uh-oh. I felt my trailer vibrate. My controller vibrate. Oh my god, congratulations, Mer! Feel free to tell us all about it. Feel free to plug it. Let us know a title, where we can get it. That's so exciting. Oh, right. I'm going to the Starlight Pontoon, which is that I'm looking at right there. So let's go to that. Hi, friend. Wow, that was the longest... like, reel-in of a ship. Okay, Mer, that sentence, or that message started incredible and just got better. So first of all, Ophelia Network is a really, really good title. That really sort of sticks with me. And I've encountered a lot of bad titles this week. Ophelia Network is rock solid. And Blue's Clues meets 1984 is such a good elevator pitch. There's such a good blank meets blank description. I am intrigued. I am delighted. I want to know more. I will have to check that out. Congratulations, Mer, and thank you for sharing that. That's so exciting. It's both good news and a media recommendation. Do I have scary mode turned off? I do not. I am able, I think currently, you said you're still new, so I don't want to be presumptuous. It's possible your lights suck. Once you start upgrading your headlights, the margin of error it gives you to... yeah, so the margin of error it's willing to give you to sort of be out and about, it lowers the rate, I believe, at which you gain paranoia, I think is how we've decided to refer to it, because I think the game mechanic uses ableist language, but it lowers the rate at which that increases. Okay, I think that was just oil exploding. I don't think that was anything. God. I put my crab pot too far away. So yeah, once you have decent lights, you're able to be out and about. And you can see, I am still losing a little bit of sanity here and there. What is this sound? Is that the... yes, there's some of the oil creatures over there. Come on, crab pot. Come on, just catch something. Come on. Okay, you know what? Ugh. I don't want to have to come all the way back here. How are... shit balls. Yeah, we're gonna have to go turn these in now, and then we'll come back. That was a regrettable decision. Shit! Damn. Really off my game there. Oh! That's a late game power-up. That's one of the last abilities you get. It's called Manifest. Once you turn in a certain number of artifacts to the collector, he hits you with that. And it lets you teleport on back to Blackstone. You'll also notice that it's... oh, you can't really see it from this angle. There's a hole in the fabric of space and time. We also did that. That is also something you get at a very late stage of the game. Yeah. You only get to do one, though. You can only do the one hole through time and space. Ours, I believe we ended up linking it to the Pale Reach, which is the first DLC, which we did last week. Okay. Rig. Where's the rig? Hey. Yeah, I think it's definitely not an especially hand-holdy game. It definitely does kind of throw you in at the deep end. Get it? See what I did there? Throws you in at the deep end. Anyway, it definitely does just kind of throw you in there. Give you a vague sense of you should maybe go to this place, talk to this guy. But also, even that, like, it's pretty casual about how it pushes you there. Like, I forget how it initially points you to Blackstone Island, but I think it's pretty much like, yeah, there's another island over there. You should check it out, maybe. I don't know. I know you're busy. You've got, like, fish to catch and eldritch gods to not be caught by. Look at all the wildlife. Ugh. We've been seeing so many whales and dolphins and shit today. Fills me with joy. Oh, I'm going really slow because I forgot to repair my motor, aren't I? Yeah, damn, okay. Well, hopefully I can still make it to the rig. Oh, by the way, Riley Coyote, the rig's in bad shape. I feel like, I believe you came in afterwards. The main story is the collector. The main story of the main game is dealing with the collector. So you should do the stuff he tells you to do. He tells you to gather up those artifacts and directs you to each of the big locations kind of in order. Please still be okay. Yes, great. And then, without spoiling too much, there's a couple of... So you follow the collector to progress the main story, and there's a couple of, like, sort of incidentals and collectibles that you can stumble across that start to point you towards what's going on in the story. And this, I will say, they do not tell you very much. The game, mild spoilers, has multiple endings, and figuring out how to get the good one is largely dependent on how thorough you are with collectibles. And also, they straight up don't tell you how to do it. I, in fact, looked up how to get the good ending, and still messed it up the first time I attempted it. That said, all the endings are cool. Okay. Let's see what I can do with... Ah, here we go. The defenses. They're a thing. Yes, the key is the first of the artifacts. And I don't know if you've brought that to the collector on Blackstone Isle yet. That, I believe, I'm not sure if he asked for that or if you just stumble across that and someone tells you to take it there, but that is where it gets started. And then I will say, once you get the ball rolling... Thank you for the follow, Riley Coyote. Glad to have you here and hope to see you back. But once the collector... has his say, it puts you a lot more on rails. It gives you a lot more guidance as to where you are supposed to go. I would love to construct these defenses. We'll get started. Defenses are primed. Turning them on now. This had better work. A droning voice begins to sound from the top of the rig, reverberating through the metal down into the deep. Okay, we're still going to take the hint, though, right? That we should stop doing this. Yes, remarkable. The power spikes. Fisherman, don't forget about those samples. He walks away, muttering something about modulating voices and waves. The defenses are operational, emitting a droning sound that grates at the ears. Ain't that always the case? I've been drawing up some plans for a new factory wing. Take a look if you get a chance. Tell me more. I can do that for you. I am happy to. Hell yes. We're making good progress on getting the factory fully operational. God, look at it. 2 hours ago, this was just a platform in the ocean. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Oh, okay, I do know what that means. What's a harvester's... Oh, patches up pots and nets. That makes sense. Oh, shit. Speaking of patching up. Hey, dude, my friend, my buddy, my boyo. Can we patch that up? All right. We are going to close out today. Oh, Jesus fucking hell, it's so far away. We're going to take a nice little leisurely... It's 2 p.m. We're going to start out with a nice little leisurely sail southwards towards the place where, right, I left my crab pot. So many crates, actually. Wow. See if we can get this one last sample that this nerd needs. And then we'll wrap up for today. Hate it. Always hate it when I hear that foghorn. That is such a good moment in this game. God, this is a good game. Hey, makers of Dredge, good job. That first moment when you're out on the water and you either hear or see another ship, and you're like, hey, oh, hey, speaking of which, you're like, hey, I thought I was the only fisherman around here. And it turns out you are. Shit. I have made a bad choice here. All right, it's 3 o'clock. We might be okay. Ooh, yeah, Final Fantasy Fridays. On Fridays when I can get to it, which lately has been good. I missed this week because I had training for my day job. Okay, it's almost... Okay, it's about to be sunlight. We just need to survive a little bit longer. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Are you banishable? Please be banishable. Get out of here. Get out of here. Be gone. Can't you see I don't want you here anymore? Ooh. Okay. That could have gone way, way worse. Could have gone way, way better if I made better choices, but it could have gone way, way worse considering how bad the choices I made were. Yeah, the late game abilities you get are pretty cool. I hate it here. I absolutely hate it here. I want to go home. I am done. All right. So we could just manifest on back, but I think that would break my psyche in two. Just cleft my brain right in twain. So instead we're going to take a quick nap. How's your sleep schedule these days? I'm sleeping from about 8 a.m. to about 11 a.m. I would say there's some adjustments that could be made, but you know, not everyone sleeps on a traditional schedule. Take me home, please. I would like to go home, and I would like to go to the rig, which I've got to say at this point is basically my second home. Oh, hey, there's that hole in space-time. Really ought to patch that up, or at least maybe like throw a carpet over it or something so people don't fall in. All right, straight north. First start at the north and straight on till environmental collapse. Can't wait to see what happens when we drop these samples off. I've also seen images of another new monster from Iron Rig that I haven't yet seen. Why would I say that? Why would I invite that challenge upon myself? Okay. But I am kind of, if I'm being optimistic, or if I'm being honest, I am optimistic that we might get to see that other monster today. Right before we wrap, which will be shortly. Here you go. I sure have. The scientist arranges the specimens, now laid out on a metal table in front of him. He connects electrodes and wires to the head of each. The brains of fish are primitive. In many ways, their simplicity is a kind of purity. No burdensome emotions to confuse the data. Just as rigor mortis locks the muscles, the final shape of the mind is held by the brain. But it can be extracted. Are you a mind flayer? The room is pierced with the sharp sound of capacitors charging. The corpses on the bench jolt in unison, slackened muscles arch. The scientist is already looking at the 4 monitors behind him. The same vague shape scrolls across each screen. Ragged circle, writhing cell, lidless eye, yawning pit. The difficulty is in reading it. What is it? Do you know anything? Okay, we've asked all of this stuff. Ah, shit. The fucking suits are here. That's never a good thing. Outside the foreman in his conversation with the recent arrival to the rig, a stern-looking man in a suit. But sir, the seafloor here shouldn't be disturbed. This whole rig is built on some kind of living fault. You have to trust me. Trust you? You who couldn't even keep shipments in order, who involved locals just to save your own hide? The foreman cowers behind a clipboard. You who put this whole operation in jeopardy? Enough of this. Your concerns end at steel and scaffolding. The future of this corporation is for me alone to decide. Fire it up. Sorry for the pop on that one. The drill descends once more into blackness under the rig. Shit. The man in the suit turns to you. And we're back on track. Well, he overstepped his corporate responsibility. It appears the foreman was right to enlist your assistance. There's one final building that needs to be constructed on this platform. Fleet services. Without this building, we're unable to scale our efforts effectively. I'll cut you a deal. If you assist in the construction of this building, I'll permit the workers to fit your vessel with a significant hull upgrade. After that, I don't want to see you around here anymore. Our operation is confidential. Get on with it. We've got to get this place operational, or the boss will have my head. Okay. All right, we'll get to work on fleet services. That, I have to say, after all the shit we did... Can you still play this DLC if your ship is a baby? At this point, I would say yeah, probably. I think you might be able to kind of run this in conjunction with the main game. It is kind of sending us in order to the places that we hit in the main game. And the oil sucks, but it's not particularly... difficult to deal with, and the enemies that pop up there aren't, I mean, so far they haven't actually messed with me at all. One of them gave chase at one point, but it was easy enough to escape from. So I think it might be worth a shot. I will also say, and this would be probably the biggest issue if you wanted to do this early in the game, the equipment you use to fish in oil is the same equipment you use to fish anywhere else, but you need to upgrade it at the rig in a way that is kind of expensive. So I don't think it would be an issue if your ship would be in danger. I think it would just be, it would cost you so much more money to progress along early on. But that said, I don't know. I came into this DLC just about fully upgraded already. So I'm also speaking from a position of, it seems real easy to me, but like my hull is about as leveled up as it can possibly be. So I would say it's worth a shot. It'll slow you down a lot. I would say as you progress through the main game. But I don't think it would be impossible. But I think you know how this works by now. You'll have to gather the materials yourself. Yeah, so just to show you that quickly, since you asked, is it the factory that sells them? Yes. So, like, this infused rod is... This is a bad example, I think. Yeah, this... do I have one of these? Oh, okay, but this is a good one. So this is an infused coiling rod. The infused means it can fish in oil, and that's also what that little yellow line and Chiron... That's what you call that. Chevron. That's what I'm thinking of. That little yellow line and chevron over the environments means it can fish through oil. So, like, this is the exact same thing as this, except that it can fish in oil and also is approximately 3 times the price and requires way more resources to make it. So, yeah. It would be a lot of effort to do it early on in the game, but I don't think it would be impossible. I don't think it would be prohibitive. Same thing with the Pale Reach. I know a lot of people generally recommend that I think the makers of Dredge knew what they were doing. You can tackle the Pale Reach at just about any time during the game, but it is much, much easier once you are a little bit further in. Also with the Iron Rig, there is so much sailing around the map, just to the Marrows, to the rig, to the cliffs, to the rig, to the strands, to the rig, that without I'm gonna talk a little bit slowly then. That without the without decent engines, it would take forever. All right, let's go ahead and save this. We're gonna get to come back to this next week. That's exciting. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up for today. I went a half hour longer than I was scheduled. I really like Dredge. So let's see who's live. Who are we raiding on over into today? Let us see. Do we want to do Stephen Joyce 2 days in a row? I think we do. I think let's head on over into Stephen's channel again today. Still no raid call. Wish him a happy Sunday. And I will be back tomorrow. Is this my command? Yeah! I am always amazed. I'm always amazed and pleasantly delighted when I actually remember my Nightbot commands. It was so nice meeting you too, Riley. Just to reiterate one thing that I think I might have said while you were off on an ad break. The other thing about the rig is that because it's so much sailing around, if you don't have good engines, it's going to slow you down a lot. Anyways, aside from that, it was really nice having you in. Hope to see you back soon. I will be back tomorrow night, 7 to 9 Eastern for Duck Detective. We're finally going to start that game for Mystery Mondays. Then next weekend, I should be good for the full schedule. I don't have my calendar in front of me. Why am I saying shit like that? I have no idea. But I think I will be back on Friday with Final Fantasy Fridays, FF7 Remake. I will be back next Saturday for Stardew Saturday as we're used to, and then we're going to do even more Iron Rig next Sunday with Dredge because this is a long DLC. Or it's taking me a long time. Either way, I'm delighted that we get to return to Dredge for 2 weeks in a row. So wish Steven a happy Sunday. Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of it over here with me. I will see you back soon, and in the meantime, please be kind to yourself and the people around you, and stay cool, because y'all are the best. Bye, friends. I tried to click the button and I missed.